So there was a hearing today in the Washington, D.C. election interference January 6th case involving Donald Trump. And now Donald Trump was not there. He let his attorneys speak for him and entered his plea of not guilty. But beyond that, they were looking at a lot of things. The immunity issue was the big one. And Judge Tanya Chutkan said in that during the course of the event that the immunity is the linchpin of this whole case, but she wants to decide other issues as well as the immunity at the same time, and she wants to figure out what goes where and how this all falls. She said she's going to try to get a schedule out very quickly, and they are going to move forward. She wants to see forward progress on this case, and she even said, she goes, it doesn't matter what I rule on the immunity, on dismissing it. However I rule in this case, it's getting appealed. She admitted that in court, that she knows there's no way she can rule this, probably, that wouldn't end up in another appeal and this being dragged out. But she made that comment after the defense team tried to say, well, Jack Smith's trying to rush to a jury trial and a verdict. And she's like, well, this case has been pending for a year and a half. You guys have delayed this thing that far. And that's when she said this is going to be appealed. And it's going to be delayed even more. So she knows there's going to be delays, but she wants to see forward momentum and everything going. As far as how fast this is going to move, I don't know how quickly she's going to try to push things through. Jack Smith said they're ready to go and they can go rather quickly. And then he pointed out, or his team pointed out, that Donald Trump in the New York Manhattan District case, only 9 days after the Supreme Court issued their immunity ruling, had already listed, I think it was a 50-some page motion to dismiss all the charges and vacate the verdict against Donald Trump because of the immunity thing. And he said, well, if they want to move, if they're motivated, they can move quickly too. So that's part of where this is going to lie. We will see what happens in the coming days. I fully expect that we will see some progress, and they have not ruled out this idea of potentially doing some kind of a hearing where they lay out the all of the evidence and everything, and she rules on what is and isn't allowed. Now, one of the other sticking points was if conversations with Mike Pence would be covered by this immunity thing, and she has not ruled on that. The defense is saying, well, talking to the vice president, no matter the subject, is an official act, and you can't look into that. And she's saying, well, if that was the case, Supreme Court would have said that specific communication with Mike Pence was out when they had the case before him. So we'll see what happens with that as well. But I'm expecting to see at least some forward progress with this case before the election. I do not expect to see it to go to trial before the election, but I could be wrong. We will see what happens.